Bienvenue sur le stream. Alors, ça fait un petit moment que j'ai pas. Enfin, ça fait quelques jours que j'ai pas streamé, mais euh, ça fait un moment que je voulais faire ce jeu-là. Enfin, je l'avais commencé à l'époque sur PS3, mais PS3, puis après j'ai eu tellement d'autres jeux, enfin des jeux à finir, à faire. Enfin voilà, c'était un peu problématique de me remettre dessus. J'avais fait, je crois que enfin j'avais commencé la première enquête, j'avais vraiment pas été loin. Donc on va. J'avais profité que ce soit à moins 50% là sur le store. Donc pour m'y remettre. Donc je crois que c'est les années 20, les années 30. Enfin cette période-là. J'adore c'est les voitures de cette période. Non mais j'ai pas le PlayStation VR. C'est le truc qui me fout la nausée. Oh, un social club. Je sais pas aussi des trucs. Enquête et nom de Rockstar Games Social Club. Vous avez débloqué un costume pour les Noirs. Poudre de Chicago. Précision accrue avec le bar, la Thompson et le fusil à pompe. Ah, la Thompson qu'on appelait, enfin que les voyous appelaient la Tommy. Projection dans le jeu, vous devez au préalable être un inspecteur, puis sélectionner l'option costume depuis une pause. Restez sur terre, consultez. Ah bon, moi c'est. Ok, bon bah c'est déjà bien, alors, le costume gratos. Bah non, pas de faire terminer forcément. Euh, D'accord, ok, c'est ok. Fermé. Euh... Ah, j'ai pas vu qu'il y avait un mec là-bas au bout. Putain. Ah, j'ai pas accès aux options. Y'a pas d'option. C'est juste bonus. T'as bien fait, n'empêche. Cadre de tout, micro d'accord. Bon. Et ben on est parti.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. The symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors.
Ah, c'est plus tard que ça, c'est pas les années. En fait, c'est plutôt les 40, mais 40-50.
Where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. The city of opportunists. The city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. The city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. a city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling car 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
Ah bah j'arrive par la gauche moi.
Homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
C'est vrai qu'ils fassent un nouveau, les noirs.
Look at this junk.
Attends, parce que moi, le... commande inversée avec... Voilà. Audio... Affichage. Non, c'est pas une PS4 que j'ai, c'est une PS5, ma couille. Et ça, tu le sais pas.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Il y a des objets à proximité.
Jesus.
Ah, bien sûr, je pense que c'est un objet. D'accord.
Incidental.
Secondaire.
What have you got, Phelps?
Ouais, bien sûr,
Anything?
Je vous donne des informations complémentaires sur des événements pouvant être liés ou non à l'enquête en cours. Donc c'est des plans d'esprit, résultats des couleurs.
Dr. Fontaine, Could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon. Or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering around.
You went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Salut, bienvenue sur la chaîne. Je viens juste de commencer. Hein. Dans une scène cinématique où j'étais en voiture, j'ai cherché un appel radio. Les inspecteurs avaient besoin de renfort pour une scène de crime. Je suis arrivé. Je dois chercher l'arme secondaire, enfin l'arme du crime, pardon. Puis je tombe sur ce journal, j'ai appuyé sur croix, puis j'ai eu la scène cinématique. Puis donc voilà, dans la ruelle. On t'a pas loupé grand chose. Voilà, poubelle. On peut pas monter, d'accord. C'est quoi ça?
Nothing significant.
Non, rien d'important. Oh, c'est le mec qui s'est fait shooter. Voilà. Y'a rien.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right. Don't hurt yourself. The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Il n'y a pas d'échelle ici. À mon avis, j'ai dû sortir de la zone. Elle a rangé sa lampe. Ah, il ressort. Ah, les escaliers. Je sais pas si c'est des bons, mais... non. Ah putain, là aussi, c'est... d'accord. Je pensais que ça faisait le tour du bâtiment, mais non. On peut pas rentrer non plus. Pas ouvrir la porte. Celle-là non plus. C'est quoi ce bordel?
Building looks vacant. I don't want to wait around all night for the super to let us in. Is there a way up from the outside?
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Il y a un SDF qui dort là. Ah, c'est dans les gouttières pour grimper, d'accord. Attends. Sur le bâtiment, il s'est fait allumer là, le mec. Putain, c'est pas par là. Merde, ah, c'était là. C'est bâtiment. Donc là, j'ai pas de gouttière, mais... Ah si, c'est une gouttière ça. Ah, c'est une gouttière ronde qu'il faut. C'est obligé. Enfin, ça sert à rien la gouttière. Ah ouais, d'accord.
How you doing, Cole? Found it yet?
Oh,
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. Two rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
On va voir le carnet. Montage de son revolver. Un éclaboussure de sang sur la porte et le sol au fond de la ruelle. Revolver Smith & Wesson, numéro de série S71893, double tiré.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Ben, on va aller voir.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Boutique d'armes et munitions sont très jeunes. Oh non, merde. Y a pas un... Non, c'est pas derrière. Ça, c'est la sirène. Ah, y a pas un bouton pour... Ah, je pensais qu'on pouvait changer la vue, mettre la vue intérieure. Ils vont tous se barrer de mon chemin. Alors, cassez-vous. Merde, ah pas le grand-mère. Ah j'ai pété un phare, putain. Ah voilà, là je vois beaucoup moins bien, mais du coup. Ah, c'est pas comme dans GTA 5, hein. Putain, elles sont chelou les voitures à conduire. Là. Ah, ta grand-mère, là, tu me fonces dessus. Ah, putain.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Ah non, ça c'est les commandes.
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Alors, attends. Modèle 27. Non, modèle 27, pas nul. Il va pas tournoyer, non. Alors, nickel poli cross nacré. C'est celui-là.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Oh, la voiture s'est réparée là. Non, putain, j'ai appuyé sur le train en même temps que le train.
Now that
J'ai
wasn't
fait
so
péter la
hard, was it?
bagnole.
Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Bon, on va pas coucher là. Ah, c'est juste une sirène en fait. D'accord. On a dit refaire sur une option. Pas alerter le suspect. Alors, attends, faire chauffer. Enfin, je sais pas, une voiture. Elle peut chauffer. C'est la king. Bon. Numéro 2.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Numéro 3. Numéro 2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this. You ready, tough guy? Huh?
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Il pas tout le monde Schroeder. Ok.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Ah, stylé. On a ramassé son képi.
Maybe. No.
Ah, je crois que c'est une photo.
Don't think this is any use to us. This isn't what we're looking for.
Comment ça qu'il y a des poubelles, lui? Ah non, pas ça, putain.
Not much help. I doubt it.
On peut pas l'ouvrir. Arthur Rosenberg. Summers.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify, code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Putain, ça change de GTA 5. Les vidéos sont vachement vides.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to...
chance, copper. Come any closer, we'll cut you in half.
Stay down.
Forward!
Stay in cover.
You're fucking toast.
Donc on est giclé.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner. This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
You can go screw yourselves.
Why, you... He's hiding in the alley! Bowers! Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Stay the hell away from me!
Oh, bâtard.
You've got to be kidding!
You fucking asked for it. There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Oh, bâtard.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, that get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment. Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Broad daylight. A crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Une petite pause, je vais juste baisser le store. J'arrive. Voilà. Donc, c'est là. Une vente.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Non, pas la main, putain. Non, putain, c'était à gauche. T'es parti trop à gauche, là. Ouais, un truc dans la poche, ouais. On dirait qu'il est septembre.
We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Can I help you, sir?
Shell casings. These look like 32s. FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here. Don't you people have anything better to do? This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell's going on?
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
This is awful. Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
This is a secure area. You all need to leave. I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
C'est bien fait des expressions quand même. Bah tiens, c'est Galeta, c'est elle.
Why are you just staring at me like that? I've done nothing wrong.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
En parlant de si bouleversé que ça par la mort de son patron.
I'm having a hard time believing that, young lady. You want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Galetta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out. Get out right now. Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
De toute façon, je suis qu'au début, alors... Attends, mais je sais, c'est-à-dire... Est-ce qu'on peut passer le...
For every cop,
Ah non,
there's
on
the
peut
case
pas.
that makes you. Gives you that
On
leg
peut
up,
pas.
gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank and file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight, a crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia. Shell casings. These look like 32s. FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here. All right. Yes, it's a dead person. This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement. Don't you people have anything better?
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
I want to see. Excuse me, officer. I want to see.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. And if you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her. Don't you people have anything better to do?
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
You're lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Coletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
You're making me angry, Miss Coletta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Coletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Non, je pensais que je pouvais dépenser mon point, mais non.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Cool.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looks like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield, jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Ah ouais, c'est la carte, d'accord. Ça c'est quoi tout le jaune? Bijouterie, ok. Et ça c'est quoi? Je sais pas. Ah ouais, c'est chaussures, moi, ça... Ah, j'ai pas fini de fouiller le set de crème. Bon, je vais y retourner vite fait. Vas-y, des boîtes sur ma gueule, toi. Putain. En plus, j'aurais bien vu oublier aussi. Un macabé, peut-être? Je vais faire quelque chose à partir du corps et puis ça fera pas aussi mieux. Après. Après, il peut pas fouiller la poche. Ouais, je vois pas là. J'ai fouillé le corps, j'ai fait la belle douille. Du coup, le pistolet dans la poubelle, le corps, j'ai un peu oublié ici. J'ai interrogé les deux témoins.
Hey Cole, let's get moving.
C'est quoi? Service après-vente. Bon. Merde, comment je fais déjà pour choisir le lieu? Non, c'est pas ça. Ça c'est où? Ah ouais, c'est plus haut, je suis con. J'ai pris Arfield. Vendeur de bijoux, employeur des suspects. Edgar cadeau. Pourquoi ça bouchonne là, je comprends pas. Quoi? Ah merde, oh, putain de con. Oh, t'es sérieux? Ouais, mais ça aurait pas bouché aussi là, ça bouchait, putain. Ah putain, faut que je recommence. Ah, j'ai encore fait le boulet. Putain. Vraiment un boulet. Ouais, hop, c'est parti. Ça se traîne les voitures. Cola King, il fait de la pub pour le coca. Ah merde, c'est en face. Oui, je regarde Field à 14h36.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Ah, l'autre, il la balance, c'est pas, il est passé par là.
Kalu, get back here!
C'est quoi ce nom? Putain, calme. Freeze. Je peux tirer?
Too late, Kalu!
Moi j'arrive trop de lui tirer dans la bouche.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stump Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Trophée bronze obtenu, policier modèle. Premier inspecteur, votre travail vous a valu une promotion. Police de ce rapport d'aptitude de l'agent. L'agent a démontré une conduite d'enquête efficace, la maîtrise de son arme de service, une parfaite condition physique, son aptitude à mener un interrogatoire. En plus, il est mort.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
That's an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Vous avez de la mini-pause. Golden Boy. Après vos 2 costumes, faites-les repasser. Agent de police. Poudre de Chicago. Visez juste avec le bar, la Thompson et le fusil à pompe. La sortie, c'est...
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
I'm telling you.
Seems like a nice boy.
Canary says he'll sing, but only if I guarantee he won't.
You know this place? Sure. Near the old gasworks and Signo Depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
All units of 459 just occurred in 6th and Saris.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Bukowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. I went to college at Stanford, did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant and fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home, did a year on the beat. Now I'm here. So you won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it. Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito...
Take it easy.
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you. I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of L.A. safe for the people. Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service. No, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots. Sounds like you had it rough. I did my job. No one is saying you didn't. I did 6 years as a patrolman. That's the 3rd time you've told me.
Ah putain, j'ai pas sorti le nid de poule, ça a rien fait. Ah, je m'attendais à ce que ça me nique un peu ma conduite. Pour ça, j'ai pas trop niqué la voiture. En rentrant dans la bagnole de l'autre, là. Faut changer la radio, là. Ah non, ça c'est la vue, d'accord. Ah, c'est dans oui, quoi, d'accord. Ah tiens, ah putain, on est pas loin. Attends, il y a moyen de lui rouler sur la gueule. Ah putain, on peut pas. Ah merde! Y'a pas vu le mur en béton en bas.
People might move out of the way quicker if you use the siren.
Attends, le télé. Un cambriolage, c'est ça? Ouais, masqué de gunman. Tireur masqué.
Up on the roof,
Sur les toits, monsieur
officer. He has
l'agent.
a mask on his
Son visage
face.
est masqué.
I caught sight when he
Je l'ai
shoved
vu quand
past
il est
me, but
passé.
be careful.
Faites
I
attention,
saw him
il a une
waving a
arme.
gun.
Mettez-vous à l'abri, madame. On s'en occupe. Oh, gros fils de pute. C'est quoi, il a un vieux gun tout merdique là-dessus. Vas-y, je vais niquer
Give
sa
it up
mère.
now. Make it easy on yourself.
Putain, t'es où, ta connard? Il est plus bas? T'es barré? Putain, je comprends pas, là. Pourquoi qu'il est... il est où, ce connard? Merde, bah ouais, mais je sais pas, mais attends, lui il monte et alors qu'il est en bas, taram. Je crois que ça peut continuer. Putain, vas-y, on peut refaire. Vas-y, ah ouais, on peut le refaire. Vas-y, ouais, cette fois-ci, je nique ça. Ouais, je vais te dépouiller. C'est ouais, ta gueule, la vieille. Vas-y, je vais mettre bastos dans la gueule, je cherche même
Up
pas.
on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him
Ouais,
waving
ouais,
a gun.
on a compris la vieille. Mets-toi à l'abri, casse-toi, dégage. Bon, la fouine. Ah, salope.
Give it up
Ah ouais,
now.
il
Make
s'est
it
barré.
easy
Ah
on
ouais, j'ai vu.
yourself.
J'ai vu se barrer, ok.
From me.
Ah. Barre-toi, toi. Cassez-vous. Ah là, tu la balances, c'est vrai. T'as plus de cave. T'es où, salope?
Was that an explosion?
Is somebody going to tell us
Je te
what
vois,
the
ma
hell is
grosse.
going on?
Ah, tiens dessus, enculé.
God damn!
Allez, ta race. Allez, rien que tu me fasses courir. On a 2 bastos. Au suivant. À la mort direct. Fallait pas me faire chier. Allez, hop. Un flic à chaque coin de rue, trophée bronze obtenu. C'est sanctionner un délit survenant dans la rue. Oh bah ouais. 2 bastos. Allez. Ça me fait penser au sketch. Ah, je sais pas comment il s'appelle les deux humoristes. C'est un flic qui appelle une dépanneuse pour virer une voiture qui est garée sur une station de livraison, je crois. Il arrive, le flic, il est con comme une huître. Et à la fin, il s'embrouille avec le dépanneur. Et puis il tire sur le dépanneur. Et, et le dépanneur, il fait flic, il est enculé. Et le flic, il répond police nationale, bonjour. Et après, quand il dit tu m'as tiré dessus, il fait, ouais, faut pas me faire chier. Ah, ça, c'est pour, d'accord, dézoomer la carte dans le radar, sur le radar. Ça, d'accord, c'est le mode, c'est le mode GTA. Bon, on va essayer de le platiner, celui-là. Ça va pas être une mince affaire, mais... Pacific Electric. Dépôt de marchandises, Pacific Electric, 11h34.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
Ah, Denzel, il se chie dessus. C'est moi ou j'ai l'aile qui est pété là sur le côté?
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Magnifique. Bon. Ah ouais, je vais pas mettre en pause sa sauvegarde. On va attendre la sauvegarde, voilà. Je vais vite faire manger le petit chat et j'arrive. Ouais, pour quelques secondes. Ah, voilà, c'est fait. Pas peinard. Alors. Il y a quoi, il y a un meurtre? Ah, mais tu s'est barré sans moi. Vas-y, je reviens. Une minute d'enquête,
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the coroner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Ah, depuis que vos bouchons là, putain, j'ai pour fermer une bouteille, c'est la merde. La directive européenne de mes couilles. Tout ça parce qu'une poignée de crevards, enfin dégueulasse de porc, jettent leurs ordures dans la nature. S'ils pensent que ça va les dissuader de jeter leur merde dans la nature, let's go. Va manger mon bébé chat, moi.
Doc? Detective Phelps, what have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Ah putain, ça gratte. Va manger, Fifi. Va manger. Va mon petit cul, va. Va manger, va. Va, papa, il a donné à manger, va. Va, ma fille. Va manger, va. Non, c'est pas l'arme de crime, c'est pas pour l'instant. C'est quoi ça? Bloqué, alors... Abattoir Riverside. Pour Monsieur F. Morgan, date du 5 janvier 47. Un cochon vivant, $3,20.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live.
Trophée débloqué dans le trouvé et examiné un indice, inspecteur de LPD ou enquêteur.
Pig yesterday?
Cochon vivant. $3,20, putain, c'était pas cher pour l'époque. Enfin, après, je sais pas si... le traitement c'est fini. Enfin, je vais aller à la boutique, à la boucherie.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Alors, Ned Wilkie, yeux marron, âge 43 ans, cheveux bruns, sexe masculin, témoin sur la scène de crime. Qu'est-ce que tu fous sur la scène de crime?
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
On va venir avec Adrian Black.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
Alors, la Fifi. Attends, je m'occupe de mademoiselle. En fait, on va faire des petits câlins, on va faire des ronrons. On va faire des ronrons encore. Voilà. Faire des ronrons. On va faire des ronrons. Petite caresse un petit peu. Hein. Ça suffit. On va te faire. Ça tu peux dans ma fille. Hein.
You know, my nephew joined the police, and he's a little slow, too.
Bâtard.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Wilkie.
If you don't mind waiting a little longer, I'm sure we'll have more questions once we've had a look around.
Putain, j'ai pas vu une preuve. C'est quoi, un portefeuille? Adrian Black, 120 Bunker Hill Avenue, Downtown. Downtown, c'est centre-ville. C'est un homme, 1067, né le 28 octobre 1914. J'ai marron, rose blanche.
After your time, yes.
T'as bien fait le grossissement dans le verre, moi.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Oh putain.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Sans déconner. On va regarder dans la boîte à gants si je trouve pas quelque chose. Non.
I told you all I can. I gotta go back to work or I'll lose my job.
Ah, d'accord. Lincoln Blue Ciel, signalé comme abandonné sur les voies ferroviaires. Abondante taches de sang trouvées à l'intérieur du véhicule abandonné. Reçu pour l'achat d'un cochon vivant, signé par Morgan, trouvé près du véhicule abandonné. À mon avis, c'est du sang de cochon, c'est pas du sang humain. Lunette Senzel, cassée et réparée, trouvé près du véhicule abandonné. Le propriétaire disparu de la Lincoln abandonnée. Morgan, nom de apparaissant sur le reçu de l'abattoir. Marchandises. Non. Elle était signalée. Oui, câlin, Fifi. Va manger, Fifi, va manger. Voilà, Fifi, va manger.
I best be heading back to work. My boss is gonna give me hell regardless. This is your problem now.
Casse les couilles. Ouais, vas-y. On man out. Pantages. Hollywood. Broadway, Hollywood. 111 Club. C'est un dîner. Et tu fais la patate là. Faut pas passer là cette scène truc de merde. On va caresser madame. Enfin, mademoiselle.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about.
Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
That's an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Burkowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Burkowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
On est parti. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a après nous?
You're wasting time. Get out of here.
Ah, moi, c'est prenez-nous. Ah, putain, faut que je change de froc, là. Ah non, parce que le truc, la costume jaune pisse.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Merci, la sortie, bordel. Alors. Ah, tu comptes sur moi pour le pistonner, hein. Filet.
For your song and dance right now.
Bon, Popovic, putain, l'autre, j'étais devant lui, il arrive avant moi.
You know this place? Sure. Near the old gasworks and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
All units of 459.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Burkowski?
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. I went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded. Shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly
Ça peut pas
killed
être lui,
40
putain,
Japs
ça
on this
m'énerve,
hill in
allez.
Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready.
All units of 459 just occurred in
Ah, j'ai déjà fait, mais je vais peut-être éviter de le piner cette fois. Oh putain, je fais enculer le camion. Ah putain, c'est vrai, je peux pas mal passer le...
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face.
Ouais,
I caught sight when he shoved
ouais, ta
past
gueule,
me,
la
but be
biège.
careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Ouais, ta gueule, dégage. Allez, pars-toi, j'ai pas le temps. Ah, connard! Ah, c'est comme ça que t'attaques les gens, toi. Oh putain, le fait, oh putain, il m'a vu. Après, non,
Give
va
it up
manger, va.
now. Make it easy on yourself.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux avec ta pote? Ah, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Je te donne à manger pour avoir la paix. Tu veux quoi? Ah, qu'est-ce que tu veux, moi? C'est donc la parole, là. Putain, fais tomber les connasses. Parez-vous, là. Mais casse-toi, toi, putain, là, tu me rentres dedans. Je t'ai pas vu là-bas. Oh putain, il me tire dessus, salaud. Ah ouais, c'est vrai, quoi, je peux accélérer. Attends, mon gars. Je vais te choper. Vas-y, cours ta race. Vas-y, cours là, vas-y, accélère là, bordel. Putain, tu veux pas accélérer là, vas-y. Ah, si, je l'avais plombé.
Now,
On va
are we
pouvoir
gonna make a
discuter
bargain or
maintenant.
what?
Put the weapon down now.
Ça va faire un peu de suite. Ça,
You want to back off right now.
Allez, hop. Enfin, un peu dans la tronche. Allez, bah, de toute façon, j'utilise le but dans le dos, j'ai buté à la fin, bah, de toute façon, je faisais buter. Ouais. Pas un autre trophée là pour lui avoir reniqué sa mère. Non, tu vas où là, ma couille? La voiture, elle est là. Putain, elle a déjà 3 grammes, le mec. Mais rentre dans la voiture. Oh putain. Donc je tourne à gauche. Vas-y, barre-toi avec ton voiture, tu fais les appels de phare. Putain, c'est con, je peux sortir mon pétard. Ouais, il y a boost power. Ah, des pas de marchandises,
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
Attends, c'est 11h32, voilà. Qu'est-ce qu'ils mettent là
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
T'as quoi ta père? T'es chié dessus quoi? Ah, c'est bizarre l'aile de ma voiture, j'ai l'impression qu'elle est défoncée.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. You don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Il est bizarre là, elle s'est pas rêvée le... Là, elle est chelou là. Pourtant j'ai pas tapé. Là, voilà, j'ai tapé, j'ai pas vu.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He
He
called it in.
What gives with the corner?
Pourquoi on a les juste?
There's blood all over the
Après, couvert de sang.
Someone's copped the full
Quelqu'un
broad rig,
passe un
but no
secteur d'heure.
stiffs yet.
Mais pas de trace de ma cabine.
We have an owner for the car?
On connaît le propriétaire de la voiture?
Car is registered
La
to an
voiture est enregistrée au nom d'Adrien Black.
just north of
Juste
Bunker
au nord de
Hill.
Bunker Hill.
We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too
Je
long.
continue de faire parler de
He's
Wilkie,
the
mais ne
restless
traînez
type.
pas. Il est du genre agité.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
Ah, qu'est-ce qu'on a là-dedans?
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Ça, c'est... Alors, c'est Saute House.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Qu'est-ce que tu veux, Pralinou?
Doc? Detective Phelps. What have we got?
A
lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Ah, y'a rien dans la voiture.
Happier times, I guess.
Permis de conduire Adrien Black, 625 Ilya Pinouk, centre-ville. Homme blanc, 32 ans, 1m73, yeux bleus, cheveux bruns, marié.
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here? Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Ah merde, je peux pas sauvegarder. D'accord, donc c'est que sauvegarde automatique. Ok.
This scene is a mess. Could have been a
Sir,
dozen
I'm
different crimes
Detective
committed
Phelps.
down here with all the bows
Name's
hopping
Nate
freights.
Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Alors, ligne avec Adrien Black.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars that park here regular, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Wilkie. If you don't mind waiting a little longer, I'm sure we'll have more questions once we've had a look around.
Ouais, j'avais pas vu ça. Non,
Brand name might
peut-être
give
une
us
piste.
something to go on. Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood. We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Ah, putain, on est obligé d'aller voir l'autre, la meuf, là, sa grognasse. Ah. Je peux t'en dire un truc, là, de proximité, je sais pas quoi.
Can you drive to this one?
So, where you want to go?
Domicile de plaque. Secrétaire de contact, son épouse. Ok, d'accord. Je peux écouter derrière. Je vais rejoindre directement votre destination. Ah, c'est bien ça. Ah, ça me évitera de me taper des kilomètres et des kilomètres de route à la con. Et de bousiller la bagnole. Quoique après, je peux pas résoudre les crimes dans la rue. Enfin, je fasse ça de temps en temps, on va dire. Oh, Chinatown. Domicile de Black, 11h20. Une jolie maison.
Let's go introduce ourselves.
On va me présenter. C'est toi qui es par un fait. Je suis pas doué pour consoler les gens. Ok.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
C'est quoi ça? Allée du chemin de fer nord-ouest Pacifique de Los Angeles vers Seattle. Le 3 décembre 1946.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Cette maison.
This must be Adrian's. Stenzel. So the glasses are a match.
Ah mon cher Adrian, je me sens si seul et je me languis de tout mon amour. Reviens vite, je t'embrasse, Nicole.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Il devait une maîtresse ou quoi? Ça, ah, c'était un livre de cul. Ça vibre là, c'est quoi ça? Des allumettes?
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
C'est ici. Bar Kavanaugh's, Los Angeles, Californie. Attends, il était peut-être un
Maybe
client.
Adrian was a patron.
L'officier central doit avoir
I should
l'adresse.
have an address.
Dans un cas, contactez-le par téléphone ou par d'appel. Trouve un téléphone pour obtenir l'adresse. Voilà, ok. Ah, ça vibre là. Instant hit. Le nouveau chauffe-eau est maillé au gaz. De l'eau chaude 24 heures sur 24. Pour $82,50. Anti-rouille, anti-corrosion, garantie de 10 ans. Conçu pour offrir plus d'eau chaude 24 heures sur 24. Client Installit, Adrian Black. Date 4 janvier 47, adresse 620 Bunker Avenue. Modèle Installit 12, chauffe-eau au gaz. 12 heures de plomberie, 11 heures de livraison.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Toujours.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
À l'extérieur. J'ai 82,50$ d'installation, putain. Et il a payé le total. 1er avril 47. Ah, il faut que j'appelle, faut que je trouve un téléphone pour appeler le central. Il y a un téléphone ici? Il y a un téléphone sur le radar. Je le vois pas.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks, ma'am.
Alors, vas-y, prendre la fenêtre de la cuisine. C'est de l'autre côté. Les oiseaux de paradis. Oh, c'est quoi ce bordel?
No use leaving the thing half finished. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Le trophée que j'ai, hein. Ça se complique, trophée bronze, trouver et résolver un casse-tête en cours d'enquête. Un sécateur.
Don't think this is anything.
C'est d'importance. Bon.
I'm all right now, detectives.
Bon, commençons par ceux de la
We found a
batterie.
receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
Faut un verre avec Franck. Ah ouais, c'est l'autre, hein.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
You and your husband are in separate bedrooms. What gives? Did you want him out of the way, Margaret?
No, I did not. My husband and I may have drifted apart, but it wasn't my choice.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
5 questions correctes sur 6, j'ai loupé un truc là. C'est quoi ce bordel? Alors, le billet de train est allumé, comme ça j'ai simulé.
I'm sorry. If there's nothing more, I really think I should lie down.
You're behind the wheel.
Do we know where we're going? Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened.
Un bac à menace, on vous attend en fait. Ça coûte pas beaucoup de temps,
Hey, I know you.
No, you
Je te
don't.
connais, toi. Ça m'étonnerait. Ah, c'est encore un pocheron, ça.
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink for old time's sake?
Ah, putain de pocheron.
Lamb chowder. You looking for someone? Everything was fine.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
Waitress, should I get another spoon?
You want a
Attends,
tip?
Frank Morgan.
Fill my
Frank
coffee
Morgan?
faster next time.
Who's asking?
Là, vous êtes.
Beer makes you see double, makes you feel single.
Bonsoir.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car, abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
I think you were in on it, Morgan. You drove down there, and you let Black have it.
Ooh, I'm a bad boy. That the best you got?
When did you last see Adrian?
Hell, I don't know. I had plenty to drink last night. Things are a little sketchy.
If he was on his way to meet you when he went missing, you're going to have to do a lot better than I don't recall.
He had a couple and then left, I guess. Maybe he had to go meet someone. That's the best I can do.
This doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
You want my opinion? We tail Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
La voiture qui s'ouvre dans le vide là, oh, c'est ça, pas la portière, la voiture. Oh, c'était tellement choqué par le.
He sure left his drink in a hurry. I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Oh, putain, je vais taper le putain de bon. Ah, peut-être ralentir un peu là. On va laisser un peu de distance. Elle a de la présent pour une vieille caisse. Ouais, un petit souci de popping, mais c'était le moteur graphique de l'époque.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
Ah bon, pas revenir.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
Retourne sur le trottoir, je vais te tailler un short.
Let's check the place out. Come on.
Alors, je suis un suspect sans me faire repérer dans une affaire. Trop fait bronze dans l'ombre.
Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars.
T'amuses
Yeah. I told you it was non-stop glamour work in traffic, didn't I?
Non, c'est que ça.
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's pet stuff for Leary. Won't work on it.
Bon. Non, regarde, la putain, comme par hasard, aussi, partout au numéro 2.
All right. Let's pay our friend a visit. See if he's missed us yet.
Alors, la carte, c'est pas grave.
Who the hell is that? Will you relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. I'll get it. Ah, shit.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black? LAPD, give yourself up now!
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now!
Stop right there, Adrian.
It's over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Tout ça pour une autre meuf.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Les 13 sur 14, la question correcte 9 sur 12. Remarquable. Pas de blessures, pas de véhicules endommagés, pas de dégâts matériels. Frank Morgan ne se sera retourné contre Adrian Black avec un interrogatoire plus musclé. Bon bah... Une première affaire, bah, tout peut pas être parfait. Hein. Chaud battant.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
You know the way. You can drive.
You hear about Adrian? The crowd in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's going to take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
Chez Jacobs, 14h.
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
En plein milieu du terrain vague, tranquille.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle?
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
Il n'y a pas de plaque. Donc une roue.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner. Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. A car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Cartographe des véhicules, Californie. Les véhicules motorisés décrit ci-contre désormais autorisés à circuler et à être utilisés, conformément aux règles de la loi sur la circulation des routes et les véhicules. Jusqu'au 31 mars 1948, Packard Clipper, immatriculation et numéro de plaque PR 706, Consul général d'Argentine, suite 210 à 5555 Colchester Boulevard. Los Angeles,
It's owned by the
Californie.
Argentinian embassy.
Empty.
Il manque la route de secours. On tire un choix dominant de la communauté. Putain, on peut plus dominant de la communauté, putain. Pourtant, c'est pas révélé sur la carte, l'emplacement des indices non découverts. Enquêter au terrain de la guerre.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that. No good to me.
On dirait qu'il joue au baseball. Profiter de deux web brosses Packard.
Combination wrench.
Une clé mixte, ils ont dû s'en servir pour retirer les roues. Non, ça j'ai déjà vu. C'est dans la bande son le pneu qui crie. Qui écrit. C'était quoi? Un chaud latin.
I must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value.
Attends, il est où le mec qu'il faut interroger là? Celui là-bas?
We better see what this Jacobs guy has to say. The car was dumped in his backyard after all.
Non, c'est Jacob. Oh, c'est lui là-bas.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
Encore un vieux con.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
Sur la Packard.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
How about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Un journal 1947, Juan Francisco Valdez. John Madsen, téléphone. Bon,
Okay,
on
so
a
we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I.
C'est un fichier central. Possible de le clair.
Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
Artiste Jean Beaulieu, beau ténébreux. William particulièrement timide. Jérémy Modèle, aime le cadeau. Jacob Walker, particulièrement naïf. Éduqué, pas très pâle. Quel sens mais fougueux.
I think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well.
Une bande de peine.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you. Any messages?
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thank you. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character. Your call.
You can drive.
Where are we going? This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Tiens, bah, de oui, machin, ça doit jouer. Pacific Electric, on l'a fait. Ah, root beer. Oui, ça me fait penser à Malcolm, la série.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
Eh ben, je vais m'arrêter là. Je continuerai l'enquête certainement, je sais pas, ce soir ou demain. En fonction de, je sais pas, une envie. Bah, merci à ceux qui sont passés. Voilà, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner à la chaîne, à activer la petite cloche. Voilà. Donc, il y a aussi ma chaîne secondaire. N'hésitez pas. J'ai fait beaucoup de vidéos sur beaucoup de jeux indés et des jeux qui étaient sur le Game Pass. Donc, ça vous donnera une petite idée. Là, vu qu'il y a le Black Friday, ça vous donnera une petite idée. Si jamais ces jeux-là sont en promotion, ça permettra de vous donner une petite idée, un petit aperçu des jeux qui vous plaisent. Et puis, on se dit à bientôt sur la chaîne. Je vous souhaite une bonne soirée, une bonne semaine. Courage à ceux qui travaillent et à ceux qui vont en cours. Couvrez-vous bien, c'est risque de faire froid encore. Et puis on se dit à très bientôt sur la chaîne. D'ici là, je vous fais plein de gros bisous et à très bientôt.